Scenario: me and you go rob the vendor. They be outside selling their stuff.
Yeah.
Me and you, we get our gun. We go say, "Hey, give me all your money behind the desk." Da, 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 da. The guy that we robbed and pulls a gun out. We like, "Oh, shoot me in the back."
Hmm.
Kills me.
Honestly, and at that point, you were no threat. Yes.
No, you know who goes to jail for murder? He was a clerk at the dollar store. Did you hear about it? He was a clerk at the dollar store. Somebody came in, robbed him, and he pulled a gun. So he was robbing him, took whatever he took, and then he ran out the store. And as he was running out the store, the clerk pulled a gun. I don't know how the clerk had a gun on him. Shot the guy in the back. The robber killed him, and the clerk went to jail for manslaughter. So you trying to rob,
Like the person is like,
but it's robbery though.
yeah, but you can't just shoot somebody. Like the whole entire situation is regardless that you have to be an equal threat in order for you to say yes, you do. Okay.
Boy, no, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the
Well, that's what I went through. If the person is not an equal threat and they're running from you and stuff like that, like for instance, if you're a cop, right, and a person has robbed the store, whatever the case might be, and they're running from you, but you shoot them in the back, no, you're going to jail for that. Yes,
right, but that what it's a. I gotta
equal
look it
threat to
up.
not just shoot somebody because of the fact that literally they're just robbing them. Like, no, nigga, like just let them get away. Call the cops. The cops will deal with it. But they're not a threat to you, so you can't just shoot them and kill them. No,
So
that's an absolute no. The threat has to be equal. Yes.
scenario: me and you go rob
Uh-huh.
a people, the vendor. They be outside selling their stuff.
Yeah.
Me and you, we get our gun. We go say, "Hey, give me all your money behind the desk." Da, 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 da. The guy that we robbed and pulls a gun out. We like, oh, we start running. The guy shoot me in the back.
Hmm.
Kills me.
Honestly, and at that point, you were no threat. Yes.
No, you know who goes to jail for murder?
He does.
No, you.
No, I don't.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's the law. I gotta look it up.
Just say a situation where that's innocent.
Literally getting ready to tell you. If somebody dies while you are committing a felony,
Hmm.
the person who's committing the felony goes to jail for murdering
No,
that person.
the situation has to be equal.
I'm telling you, that's not the
You
law.
cannot shoot somebody in the back because they're
I'm
running
not
from
talking about
you.
a cop. A cop is not committing a
Okay,
felony.
anyway,
There's no.
or
Bro, you can't say either way. You're comparing a cop to what I just said.
you what I know. Now you're telling me what you know, fine, whatever. But like I said, you just stated a situation where literally it's not what you just said. Dog, if you are not in danger, you cannot just kill somebody.
Come back this way so the camera, because the camera, you off the side of the camera. But if me and you is out committing a felony and
Mhm.
somebody, don't have to be the person we committing the felony on, me, you, just bystander. If somebody dies while we are committing a felony, especially a violent felony, whoever's committing the felony goes to jail for a murder. Like I said, that scenario I just gave you literally happened on I'm gonna find the episode afterwards. I'm gonna pull it up.
Young men who decided to go out and rob somebody. They took guns. I don't think they had a good understanding how responsible they can be. It seems harsh, but the law says that if you engage in a felony, especially in offensive violence, and someone dies as a result of that, then that's a murder.
It's literally
Episode.
it was two people. I'm gonna find it. It was two people, two friends went to go rob a vendor. They robbed the vendor and they didn't realize that the vendor had a gun. The vendor pulled his gun out. They're like, oh damn, they started running. The vendor shot one of the two robbers in the back. And the one that survived, he went to jail for murder of his friend. So he lost his friend, and he had to go to jail for I don't know if it was first degree, second degree, whatever. But he went to jail. The actual vendor did not. He didn't get charged with nothing.
But that place, their laws are different. But remember the guy, right? Who literally shot the two people that robbed his house multiple times. Remember, they robbed his house 3 times.
Oh wait, who got what guy? What was
Okay,
this?
it was
Recently?
a white guy, and he was a military dude. Remember, the two teenagers robbed his house 3 times, and by the third time, remember, he shot them, right? And then remember, he was standing over the girl, and he was like, "You bitch, whatever," and then he shot her in the head and killed her, and
That's
he
not
went to
the
jail.
same.
Wow, it is the fucking
You
same.
just
You just committed
wait,
larceny
but
and robbery, and literally you killed somebody, which wasn't equal to what the fucking crime actually is. Like, now, if you shot him one time and you put him on their ass and you didn't allow them to get away and you called the cops, yes, nigga, that's fuck.
wait, maybe I'm not understanding. You saying somebody robbed
He
a?
went to jail for fucking
You said somebody.
being murdered.
You said somebody
What are you
robbed
talking about?
a military guy's house, right?
Doesn't matter that he's military.
Oh, whatever. Okay,
Some guy's house.
robbed some guy's house, and then the robbers was leaving out, and one of them fell in the grass. You said
They literally came inside the house, right? And he was sitting down in his basement. He knew that they was going to come down there again for the third time.
A Minnesota man was convicted of premeditated murder Tuesday, and CARE reports while the shooting happened on Thanksgiving Day 2012, it took the jury just 3 hours to reach a verdict.
The prosecution suggested Byron Smith planned, then, like a hunter, sat and waited for any possible intruders. But the defense countered, arguing Haley Kiefer and Nick Brady broke in, and Byron was defending himself.
So he was waiting for him.
Yes, he was waiting for
Well,
him.
that's not.
It is the same, dog. Like, the crime has to fit the punishment. You cannot just kill somebody because of the fact that literally, okay, well, they robbed me. Dog, no, that's not how that works. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like, going through this whole entire thing, you mean last year, you have to fit the fucking actual crime. You can't just kill somebody because of the fact that literally they just robbed you. No, dog, like, if you have a gun and you pull out and you shoot them, now, if you shoot one time, okay, they might say, okay, well, fuck it, you fuck around and hit him in the artery that killed him, fine. They might say, okay, well, you're off on that one because you just shot the one time and you tried to stop him, whatever the case might be. But if you shoot that nigga 5 times, 6 times, and they really robbed your store, dog, like, no, nigga, you're going to jail.
But the example
Like,
you
that's
gave
how
with
that shit works. It's not the same amount of whatever. Like,
force, I
are
got
you
you.
serious?
But I don't know the case you're talking about. The white military guy or whatever. But I'm saying if you
How do you not know that case? It was
I'm
a very
saying
big case.
you can't. What you can't do is that's like this is another joint where it was like a pizza shop or whatever got robbed 2 times and whatever, and they was like, oh, I know they're gonna rob me again.
Yeah.
So he tied a string to the doorknob and
Yeah,
hooked it up to the shotgun or something like that.
it was
You can't do that. That's not
the same thing with the guy. Yes, yeah, man, it
yeah,
was
that's not the same.
premeditated. But no, like once again,
Wait,
cops have gotten in trouble because of the fact that literally somebody was running away, regardless of whether they committed
you talking about? I'm not.
felony or not.
You're talking about a cop. I'm not. No, I'm talking about.
No, I didn't think that we were talking about people outside of the law. I thought we were just talking
No,
about like
my
the situation overall.
no. The example that I gave was me and you go rob. Me, nobody's a cop involved in the situation I gave.
Okay,
Me and you
well,
go rob somebody that owns a little stand. He pulls a gun out. We run. He shoots you in the back. He doesn't go to jail for murder because me and you was committing a felony. Armed robbery is a felony.
Kyle, if you were in this apartment right now, right, and you was by yourself, and let's say you was in your room, you was chilling watching TV, somebody broke into that window right there because of the fact that literally they thought you weren't home, and you knew it, you came out with your gun, and you said, yo, stop, whatever the case might be, they didn't stop, and you shot him, right? You mean? And then literally after you shot him, they stopped. They was like, all right, I'm done. And then you
Am I-
continued to shoot him. Nigga, you're going to jail for that.
Okay, but
But if you shot him the one time and then you stopped after that and they said,
I'm good.
okay, well, I'm done. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're good. Now, if they kept trying to attack you after you shot him, yes, it makes sense because you obviously want to protect yourself. But if they're running away, and this is what you're talking about,
I'm
if
that's
you
but
shoot that person and they decided I'm gonna run out the
but
door, you
you're
said, no, fuck that. You're not getting away. Pop, pop, pop. Nigga, you're going to jail. Yes, you're going to jail.
okay. Well, you're talking about in a
That's
house
manslaughter.
when
Yes.
somebody comes into your house. That's a different like set of rules when they're coming into
You're
your
allowed
house.
to protect yourself. If
I
somebody
know
comes to your
that, but
house.
the example that I gave, nobody's in nobody's house. I said we're robbing somebody out on the street. Like
Well,
this,
you can't shoot somebody to death and they're running away from you. No, you
I'm
can't do that.
telling you,
And
it
you
had.
can't.
I'm telling
You
you.
can't do that. That's
I'm telling you.
it's literally fucking manslaughter. It absolutely is.
Bro, I'm telling you, the guy. I don't remember what's the. I want to say.
Bring one up to me. I'll definitely believe it.
I'll pull it
But
up.
I've heard so many cases where literally people were running away. Somebody shot
But
them.
that's not the only factor. That's like
And like,
if it's wait.
see, like, okay,
Hold
so
on. Let me get this. Hold on. Wait a minute.
so what's the other factor then? Now you bringing some more other shit into it. What are you talking about?
I gave one example, and I haven't changed it yet. I said, me and you was robbing somebody out on the street with our guns. We go, give me all your money behind the table. He pulls his gun out. We like, oh damn, run away. There's no house involved in that, and we are committing armed robbery is a felony. If during the commission of a felony, somebody dies as a result of that, the people who are committing the felony is charged with that.
Well, that depends on circumstance. Yes.
Well, the circumstance that I just gave.
Can you unplug it?
No.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we about to be in like 5 minutes. Anyway, but that's I'm gonna find the episode on First 48. I'm gonna put it over the top right now. But like that literally happened. And I heard that like 3
Yeah,
times
so
after that.
adult. I listen to murder mystery stuff all the fucking time. Like I really do. So if somebody is running away from you, and you shot him the first time, right? And they're still running. You know what I mean, regardless of whether they robbed you, whatever the case might be, and you shot at them the first time while they're running away, and then you decide, fuck that, no, I'm gonna shoot them and kill them. Nigga, it's bad. Like, it's manslaughter. You're going to
So
jail for that.
so
Like,
say the example I gave. Me and you rob somebody, we run away, he shoot
if
and miss.
it's not a threat to you any longer, no, you cannot just.
Oh,
You
you
can't just
talking
go to
about
police well,
I
you
think you
can't do what
talking
you
about
want to do.
self defense.
No, self-defense is
That's what you
completely
talking. Oh,
different
you're
from.
not talking about self defense. Matter of fact, I'm about to look it up right now since I plugged this joint back in. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up right now. Um, death. Wow. Listen, look. It says it right here. Felony murder doctrine, a rule of criminal statute that any death which occurs during the commission of a felony is first degree murder. First degree murder. We can stop there. Any death during the commission of a felony. Any death. It doesn't say whether you shoot him in the back of the head, the side of the head. Any death while we're committing a felony,
Mhm.
the felon person who's doing the felony, they go to jail for murder. Now you kind of might be like, it's kind of might maybe gray area. Like I said, a situation.
What state is that? Because honestly, states have different
Yeah,
laws.
you're right.
Is that like California, Texas, all
The
those fucking red
universal.
states?
Put up. Wait, let me see. Hold on. It's just at law.com. I don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you.
Oh wait, matter of fact, they got an example. Hold on, let me see what they say in an example. A typical example is a robbery involving more than one criminal in which one of them shoots, beats to death, or runs over a store clerk, killing the clerk. Even if the death were accidental, all of the participants can be found.
Same thing we were talking about.
It is because somebody
Is it?
dies in the.
Because we're talking about robbing the store clerk, and then the store clerk kills the person.
So
It's not the same thing, bro.
Okay,
No,
so
it's not.
but you just said, what did that result in? Somebody dying, right?